Startup Podcast PH is co-produced by Sprout Solutions, Aperon, Tuala, Simf, Maroon Studios, and Aim High. Check out our partners in the description. Welcome sa Start Right Podcast series ng Startup Podcast PH, where we talk with incubators, accelerators, and enablers that will help you start right with your startup. We have ESATU Quadra TBI here in Iloilo Science and Technology University in Iloilo City. And we have its General Manager, Sir Rajan Heliamucho. Hello, Sir Rajan. Kamusta?
Hello, Sir Johnny. Thank you for having me in your podcast.
Yes, and thank you
Thank you.
din, sir, for having me dito sa inyong office. So,
Yes, welcome.
grabe, I really like Iloilo City and thank you sa pag-welcome sa akin and sa
Well,
podcast dito.
welcome, sir. And again, welcome to Iloilo and to Iloilo Science and Technology University Quadra Technology Business Incubator.
Yes, sir. And kahit busy-busy kayo today, no, grabe sabay-sabay yung mga events. So, kasabay natin, no, yung mga events by UMWAD, the consortium dito, and
Yes.
other enablers pa dito sa Western Visayas and the whole Philippines, actually.
Yes.
But ayun, sir, I already interviewed 3 startups kanina na incubated by Quadra TBI. Pero
Okay.
alamin natin ngayon, ano nga ba talaga si ESATU Quadra TBI? So, sige, I'll have to ask that to you, sir. Ano nga ba ang ESATU Quadra TBI?
So, ESATU Quadra TBI is of course the official technology business incubator of Iloilo Science and Technology University. And the TBI is more focused on the emerging technologies kind of startups, specifically on deep technology-based startups. The TBI was funded by DOST PSHIRD, with of course with the initial budget, and last 2021, and right now this is being sustained by the university already.
Mm.
So we have already three cohorts, and we're now opening for the fourth cohort of our incubation program.
Ayun. So,
Yeah.
si ESATU Quadra ay funded ng DOST PSHIRD and now, kumbaga, integrated na siya with ESAT. Is
Yeah.
that right?
Yeah.
And then, kanina na-interview ko si My Tutor Learning Hub, which is part of Cohort 3,
Mhm.
si Ino Digital Solutions, which is part of Cohort 3 as well,
Mhm.
and si My B Academy, which is part of Cohort 2,
Cohort
right,
2.
sir?
Yeah.
Ayun. So, they actually told me kanina that ESATU Quadra really helped with like the networking to really build their network and kumbaga to really become part of the startup ecosystem.
Mhm.
But on your answer, so ano nga ba exactly yung mga services or mga benefits of startups when they join ESATU Quadra? Especially coming nga ang cohort 4, so baka may nakikinig nito who's interested to apply. So ano ba yung para makakuha nilang benefits when they join?
Okay, Sir Johnny, for ESATU Quadra TBI, actually we have a lot of programs and activities in the TBI, because when we started the TBI, the university community, has a little to know background regarding startups, technology entrepreneurship, and the like, no? So we have activities like promoting technology entrepreneurship in the university ecosystem. We call it Quadra Kaalam. And then, so we go with the different campuses of our university just to promote startups. What is a startup? And technology entrepreneurship. And then we have a Quadra Bootcamp. That's our pre-incubation bootcamp. So when you apply to be the incubatee of Quadra TBI, you have to apply and pass the pre-incubation bootcamp. But Sir Johnny, before the pre-incubation bootcamp, there's a screening by the university. So that's been headed by our vice president for research and extension, just to check the quality of startups that we want to incubate in the TBI. So after that, we release the names of the startups or the founders that we qualify, and they will be now part of the pre-incubation bootcamp. So the pre-incubation bootcamp has no specific like modules. We assess our applicants based on, of course, the needs of the current cohort. So in the first cohort, I think we conduct 12 sessions. And the second cohort, we conducted, I think, 14 sessions. And in the third cohort, more or less like 14 sessions also. So, and the last activity or event of the pre-incubation bootcamp is the pitching session. So the pitching session, we invited our external stakeholders in the university, like the Chamber of Commerce, the three agencies,
Mm.
like in the startup law, the DOST, DTI, and the ICT, to check
The
also,
big
because
three.
they have a lot of programs supporting startups here in the region, and based on their assessment of the panel, they select who will be the official incubatee of the Quadra
So part
TBI.
sila sa pagpili?
Yeah, part sila. Parang ano
Oh.
sila, parang board sila ng oo, ng TBI.
Oh,
Not
okay.
board ng university, but board sila ng
Oh,
selection process
oo.
of the TBI. So aside from the pre-incubation book, of course, they were proceed to the official incubation of the TBI. And aside from the startups itself, the TBI is also promoting technology commercialization. So we have a separate program for those faculty of the university who wants to
Hmm.
establish their spin-off company. So
Hmm.
aside from as you said, you interviewed three startups, but actually we have also faculty researchers who also establish their business. Yeah, so that's
Oh.
also under us. In I think that's also one of the unique programs here in ISATU Quadra TBI. So because we are a science and technology university, we have a lot of intellectual properties
Mm,
here in the
mm,
university
mm.
from our research and development. So
Hmm.
we encourage them to also um, commercialize
Mm.
their technologies, and that both the spin-offs and the startups, they also engage with of course with different stakeholders, as mentioned by our startup founders earlier. We really try to connect them with different stakeholders for them to grow their
Mm,
business
mm.
eventually. Yeah.
Oh, ayun pala. But
Right.
actually ano sir, ang complete ng sinabi sinabi niyo actually first of all na ang role niyo as a TBI is nagsa-start kayo sa yung pinaka-basic na parang evangelization or parang teaching what startups really are. Yung
Yeah.
parang ano ba talaga ang tech entrepreneurship,
Yes.
ano, and then, once ma-increase ang awareness, papunta na dun sa incubation program. So
Mm.
yung mga na-interview ko kanina sir, they also underwent yung pre-incubation program? So talagang lahat dadaan dun sa
Yeah. Parang college,
oh.
parang prerequisite yun.
Oh, I see. So may pre-incubation na wherein they get exposed na 'no, to the community rin talaga ano,
Yeah,
and then they get screened, and then yung mga na-screen, yung mga napili will become part of the official
incubation.
incubation or yung
Yeah,
official cohort.
yeah.
At the end of the cohort, meron bang parang demo day gano'n? Like,
Yes,
meron din
yeah,
when
given na may
they
demo
they
day.
may pitch to like investors
Yeah,
ganyan. Oh,
yeah.
and then over the cohort, meron din parang mentorships ganyan, mga
Mm.
trainings, mentors, gano'n.
Yes, we
Mm.
invited a lot of the local stakeholders
Mm.
here in especially in Iloilo, in the region, to with our partnership with the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and
Mm.
Industry and the Iloilo Business Club.
Mm.
We engaged with the of course the established businesses to
Mm.
mentor the startups. So we're
Hmm.
also looking that traditional kind of business, yung mga family-owned
Ah,
businesses,
yes,
will also like be a mentor investor of our startups.
oh.
Yeah. And also open the minds of course the local businesses
Oo.
also to embrace the startup ecosystem here in
Yes,
Iloilo.
tsaka ano siya, mixture siya kasi itong mga wealthy families na 'to, built na yung foundations ng kanilang business, eh. Pero yung
Yes.
innovation part, dito sa mga startups na nanggagaling yun, yung talagang innovation, talagang innovative. So,
Yeah.
maybe mixture din ito ng entrepreneurship, those who have already built the foundations, and yung innovation aspect ng business and ng technology.
Yes, but Sir Johnny, we have also like this is quite challenging because with the startups, for the established businesses, they think that that's a like a big risk also for them, because
Mhm.
our the product of our startups are new,
Yes, of course, of
innovative,
course.
disruptive,
Yeah.
and of course in
Ah.
terms of like how they will invest, they really think many times not not
Yes.
not
That's
just
true. Yes,
twice.
of course, of course.
Yeah,
Maybe 10 times.
10 times or more.
Yeah, but that's true. That's true. That's very
Yeah.
true. That's very true. That's the reality naman talaga with startups, ano, those who are introducing innovations into society. Kasi these innovations are very new and you really have to be meticulous in deciding kumbaga whether to really support it. Kasi this will become the new mainstream eh.
Yeah.
Parang you are trying to introduce something that will become the new normal din sa society or
Yes.
sa economy kumbaga ng ano.
Mm.
And speaking about the benefits of joining Quadro TBI, andito nga tayo ngayon sir ano sa Pugaran or parang office spaces ng TBI. Dito actually, correct me if I'm wrong, parang dito nag-o-office yung mga startups na na-incubate ni Quadra. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah. This is a typical like of quadra because Spanish term quadra is like a barn for horses, diba,
Okay.
quadra. Because literally this place around this before is like a barn. Yeah, quadra for
Ah,
animals. And they're
oh.
being nurtured here before based on the history of the university. And right now we're now like incubating or nurturing startups here in the location. So that's why the
Oh.
design of this shared offices is like also a quadra or a barn. No?
Oh,
But aside from this, we have extension space there in the other building. Also, like a co-working space because
mm,
this is just a shared office spaces.
mm.
So there we have also a co-working space in other building to host the events of our incubatees.
Mm.
Yes.
Interesting. Kaya pala andito sa right side ko 'no, yung parang office door no office space is yung parang sa mga ano, Quadra nga.
But
So yun pala ang history ng name ng Quadra TBI
yes.
because kumbaga historically yun talaga, this used to be
Yes.
a quadra, right?
Yes.
Akala ko nung una acronym siya for something pero
No, no.
galing siya sa parang history or legacy nung place din
Yeah, in the
talaga.
place.
And may symbolism naman siya na parang nurturing grounds
Yeah.
for startups.
Yes.
And you mentioned kanina sir ano, na meron din part na parang turning research to commercialization ano.
Mm.
So si ISAT yung Quadra TBI, I think not naman, pero hindi naman closed yung incubation program sa mga ISAT-U graduates and faculty lang ano. So open to
Yes.
sa lahat, is that
Open
right?
sa lahat.
Mm.
When we started the incubation cohort, the first cohort, actually most of the startups that applied is from outside university. Only
Hmm.
few alumni
Hmm.
and faculty applied
Hmm.
of course for the spin-off one.
Hmm.
Because the thing is here in the university, as what I mentioned earlier, the startup and technopreneurship is really new to them. Yeah.
Sabagay. So basically you're welcoming anyone in Iloilo City lang ba or even outside puwede rin?
Even outside because
Oh.
in our first cohort we have one from Surigao. Yeah.
Oh, pero dito
They
dito dapat mag-base? You need to base
uh,
here or
they
puwede
tried
on
to be registered here but
mm.
eventually they go back to Surigao.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm,
And we endorse them to other TBI, the
okey.
one in Caraga,
In Butuan?
in Butuan.
Sila Navigato or
Yeah,
sila
yeah, Sir
okey.
Jeff.
Ayan. Ayun,
Uh,
but basically ano, so si ISAT-U Quadra TBI ay open pala sa any startup sa Philippines. But siyempre, I mean, this is Iloilo based eh. So
yeah.
parang best pa rin if you're based talaga in
Yeah.
Iloilo.
What we've because we open to startups na may focus with deep technologies.
Yes.
Yeah, because we also have partnership with Livanest
Yes,
Foundation
Livanest.
Philippines. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okey.
their major focus is also on deep tech because their
Ah.
country director is an Ilonggo. So that's
Really?
why yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow. Yes,
Dr. Dulio.
I've met with some people na rin ano from Live Honest
Mm.
and they're one of the enablers din talaga dito sa startup community
Mm.
sa Pilipinas.
Mm.
Just to be ano 'no sir, para sa mga nakikinig gets natin ang deep tech or parang yung incubators ni Quadra. So meron bang mga startups or parang can you give some of the startups na notably naging part ni Quadra TB? Sino ba yung parang mga success stories niyo maybe?
Actually, one of the na startups namin, successful startups namin, the one is Panublix Innovation Inc.
Yes.
They are now in the national ecosystem based in Manila and they're expanding also in Mindanao. They are supporting the textile
Yes,
production here in the in the Philippines, but they started supporting our regional yarn and innovation production
Mm.
center, the RIPIC of the university, being funded by DOST PTRI also,
Mm.
DOST. The production is in Miagao,
Oh, yes.
campus of the university, because Miagao is known for Hablon, the textile of
Mm.
like Iloilo. They're one who really produce it. So they expanded to different parts of the country, and they're supporting a lot of communities, especially
Mm.
women-based
Yes,
communities. So when we say DevTech, it's not just you're doing a business; it's like a social enterprise, but they're using technology and
yes,
they're addressing a lot of
mm.
community problems.
Mm.
Another one is, of course, viewed earlier, yung My Tutor.
My
They're
tutor
also
learning hub.
Learning Hub. They're helping a lot of special children. Same with, of course, the B Academy. No, we have also TechnoPH.
Mm.
They're solving a lot of problems, especially using technologies, electronics,
Mm.
and the like. No, and many others. Like also we have Bakalokal. That's an e-commerce platform that support also social enterprises here in Western Visayas, not just in Iloilo. So especially our farmer associations and cooperatives. S- Yeah.
Yeah, so basically if you're a startup who's using technology to solve a problem, for example nga si Panoblik sa textile, or you can be a social enterprise but you have infused technology into it,
Yes.
into really solving the problem and providing solutions.
Mm.
So pasok na pasok yan dito kay ISATU Quadra TBI.
Yeah.
But I think actually one of the good things here is ano rin no, parang since Iloilo based si ISATU Quadra TBI,
Mm.
parang like with the case of Panoblix, natutulungan din yung local livelihoods dito sa
Yes.
Western Visayas region. So
Yeah.
they're applying technology, they've built a business into it, and they also help like the locals here
Mm.
in Panay Island rin.
Yeah.
Yes.
And even expanding now in other parts of
Yes.
the country.
So
Yeah.
napapasikat actually ang Iloilo City or ang kabuuan ng Western Visayas.
Mhm. Yes.
So for startups who want to join Quadra TBI, meron ba parang criteria or parang how will they assess themselves? Parang how will they know if they are fit na talaga to join the TBI, or kumbaga how will they know if they will join, if they should join, and how will they know if they can be accepted?
Sir Johnny, yeah, when we started the TBI, before before I entered here in in Iloilo Science and Technology University, I'm also the previous TBI manager of the Green TBI of West
Hmm.
Visayas State University, now Binhi.
Hmm.
Now, but before the name is
Hmm.
Green Technology Business
Oh.
Incubator. And that time when I started my role as TBIs in the West Visayas State University, there few activities or programs that supports the incubation activities of the university. And we're very thankful for a lot of supports of the local stakeholders, especially the Department of Science and Technology, because right now they have a program called the establishment of innovation hubs in the different provinces. We started that here in Western Visayas, but right now the iHub program of the DOST is now being cascaded in all regions or provinces in the country. So they adopted our regional initiative.
Hmm.
So the goal of the iHub is to look for aspiring startups actually. So later on, those aspiring startups or startup founders who wants to be incubated in the TBI, they will also forward the iHubs in the different provinces being hosted in the different provincial offices of the OST will be endorsed to ATBI around within the area.
Ah.
So there are initiatives right now to structure the
Oh.
recruitment of innovative products or services in the rural areas to be incubated and accelerated later on, no? That's why right now yung mga TBIs medyo mix yung activities. If
Yes,
I know you
actually.
go around the country, but right now here in Western Visayas, there is initial effort to really like structure
Hmm.
yung journey ng isang startup founder from iHub to
Oh.
TBI to accelerator.
Oh,
So that's why
galing.
here in Quadra TBI, because we are the lead TBI here in the region, as the lead of the UMWAT consortium.
Mm.
So we're trying to follow that path, no, of
Oh.
founders, but we're slowly embracing that kind of like stages. And
Mm.
of course, because Sir Johnny, if we will just allow, um, we are allowing actually when we started our first court, we're allowing everyone to apply. Because we're not sure if the
Mm.
application is
Yes.
madami ba or
Yeah,
konti lang, 'di
sabagay.
ba? So, but during the pre-incubation bootcamp, we really try to, of course, to encourage them on how to integrate deep tech innovative ideas. So, before we started yung idea-based talaga because wala kang makukuha na existing, eh,
Mm.
na mga solution. So, we're having hackathons, ideations, and
Hmm.
then ipasok sa pre-incubation bootcamp
Mm.
namin. Pero ngayon may iHubs na kasi nakita
Hmm.
namin yung gap. So, may iHubs na, yung iHubs
Galing.
na yung may with the support of the DOST and other stakeholders like Chamber of Commerce. So, medyo may structure na kami. Oo,
Oh.
oo.
Actually, ang galing. Actually, that's the first time I hear that structured na approach, ano. Pero first of all, sobrang kudos sa UMWAD na actually sobrang dali na kaya ako na-contact ang lahat ng TBIs
TV.
dito sa Western Visayas kasi
Mm.
I just got in contact with UMWAD. Well, actually, ang first kong kinontact is si Miss Maylene from
Maylin,
Coastline because
yes.
na-interview ko na siya dati pa sa
Oo.
podcast, ano. And
Mm.
then I asked help from her how to connect with other TBIs.
Yeah.
Then kinonect niya ako sa UMWAD, which is the startup and enabler basically consortium dito sa Western Visayas. And
Yes.
instantly, nakausap ko kaagad lahat. As in minutes, bigla ako nakausap yung lahat ng TBI sa Western Visayas, Iloilo, and Capiz, no? So, ang galing actually ng community dito sa Western Visayas. And nakakatuwa nga, ano, that working together talaga in one
Yes.
structure na that din kasi may parang medyo confused pa tayo ano ba talaga ang role ng incubators, accelerators, pero ngayon nandun yung structure, eh, na, kumbaga hanapin natin yung mga innovations, let's scout for them,
Mm.
and then papasok sa incubator to find product market fit, to commercialize basically, to get traction, and then once that startup wants to scale, ready for scaling, go sa accelerator. So parang yun na yung structure and yun na rin yung path nga kumbaga na
Yes.
fina-follow ng mga startups.
And Sir Johnny, I think I would like also to point out na sabi mo na daw parang medyo mabilis yung ano, no, yung communication here in the region because we're also among us TBIs, we're trying to leave our specializations. Like for example, for us, Deep Tech and the Binhi, they're trying to build the parang health-based startups.
Oh.
Yung Sipugad is more on the food tech and other innovations. Yung Capiz State University is of course more on the food and agri-business kind of incubation program. Yung TUP Visayas before hindi pa inayar, they're trying to have engineering-based mechatronics kinds of solutions na mga startups. So among us TBIs, we're harmonizing yung efforts in the region. So that's why Ma'am Maylin is also one of our
fisheries naman sila dun.
fisheries naman sila and one of the active member and model here in the region also.
Amazing actually. And that's really what I like, ano, personally, na hindi nagko-compete kumbaga. Cooperation talaga. Cooperation model talaga. Different specializations and nagtutulungan ang mga players kumbaga dito sa region na ito. And that's so nice to hear.
Is payroll processing taking too much of your time? Introducing Sprout Payroll Starter. For as low as 5,000 pesos per month, you get a team of experts to help you with your payroll and HR needs. We'll help compute and process payroll, handle all your government compliance requirements, and automate timekeeping. Leave the payroll to us so you can focus on growing your business. Enjoy peace of mind with Sprout Payroll Starter. Trust the digital future.
with Twala. Secure and tamper-proof digital signature. Electronic notarization service. And custom AI agents for intelligent document workflows. Visit twala.io to learn more. In today's digital world, your organization needs more than just technology. It needs a strategic partner. At Symph, we build web and mobile apps that drive innovation for startups, enterprises, and organizations worldwide. Visit symph.co today.
Ayun na sir, sige, going to the story lang na parang paano nga ba nagsimula si Quadra TBI. So, when Quadra TBI started, kayo na ang naging manager?
Yes, 2021, of course, the main proponents are our Vice President for Research, Dr. Ambot, our Intellectual Property Director, Professor Trance, and the project leader that time is our Dr. Carlos Sira. So the trio is the main proponents in Fisher, but because I'm also an alumnus of this university, so from West Visayas, they encouraged me to to join the team, so to lead the TBI. So that's why I go back to my alma mater and help establish the Quadra TBI. So that's the story.
Get. So
Yeah.
basically, sila din yung parang kumuha ng funding din, parang
Yes.
from DOST Fishered
Yes.
to jumpstart si Quadra TBI, and then kayo yung parang nag-run ng operations
Yes.
from back then, and until now, kayo na yung parang main manager nga ng TBI until
yeah.
now.
Of course, with the help also of, I would like also to mention one of our entrepreneur in residence is also one of our one of the startup founder, Miss Norin Bautista. Si Norin is Panoblix.
From Panoblix,
yeah,
yes.
she is the one she's part also to especially she has a vast network in Manila-based na community ecosystem. So she also connect us. So medyo easy na sa amin yung mga activities, and of course Miss Marie yung kanina, of course, for all the admin and finance namin.
Grabe, actually, kudos rin sa inyong dalawa, Sir Agent and Miss Marie, na nagagawa nyo lahat ng yan, really doing the events, like ngayon nga, sabay-sabay yung mga events, and helping all the startups, when in fact, kumbaga kayong dalawa lang yung main na nag-ooperate, right?
may actually, we have also teams from UMWAD also.
Yes.
The team na being funded by Fisher until now to run the consortium. They are also helping us ni Marie. But of course, Marie is the one who is in charge in the operations because also help with the UMWAD consortium.
And with the help of the interns, of course.
Yeah, of course, the interns. Yeah.
So, Sir Agent, kamusta naman kamusta ang kumbaga work as general manager ng Quadra TBI? Kasi I've heard from other TBI managers na parang when you're a TBI director or head of all those startups, parang ka na rin founder of all those startups eh. Ganun ba yung parang feels?
Yes, very very correct. Or if that's the right term, because when you manage actually the TBI, you're like a board of director of the startups. But you're not the owner of the startups.
Yes. Advisor.
Advisor, yeah. And for me, since I started, I don't know if I call it career in the TBI ecosystem, as what I mentioned in West Visayas State University, I see the growth of the ecosystem here in Iloilo, in the region. So parang walang nagawa or ginawa, and then hanggang ngayon na parang ang dami na namin na players in the ecosystem. So that's why, as the lead TBI manager also, not only here in the university in ISATU and in the region, helping other TBI managers, sabi ko nga sa kanila, our job as TBI manager is more than 8 to 5. Yeah, di ba?
24/7.
24/7. Because we need to meet someone in hating gabi, yung startup gustong i-meet si ganito, si ganyan. So, available lang siya early morning. So, you have to do breakfast with them, or gabi with, kahit hindi ka nagkakape, may kape-kape ka, or hindi ka umiinom. You try, di ba? Because that's your role. It's more than just like administrative task, Sir Johnny. It's really
the father.
it's really a challenging thing. But I think for me personally, I'm happy to be part of the ecosystem because you see your startups growing, you're helping, and when you help them, they're also helping a lot of communities
Yes, yes, true.
under their startups. So you're spreading not just for them, but also for the communities that they serve also. But fulfilling. Yeah.
Baka meron, sir, baka may nakikinig na interested na mag-follow din ng TBI manager career. Can we know your, anong background niyo, sir? Anong background niyo, like?
Actually, akong background is computer science.
Okay.
Kaya ang my career in TBI, actually, naging open yung mind ko because I also started my own tech company. Naging incubate ng GTBI before sa West Visayas State University, yung Mulavi Studios. And that time, yung startups in the Philippines is konting-konti, Sir Johnny.
Anong year yan, sir?
2016, 2015. And
yes.
wala pa yung TBI Summit ng PShared. So we're the ones na pinadala sa Taiwan ng PShared. So isa from Cebu and then kami sa Western Visayas. And then we go in the different incubation facilities in the SNT Park in Taiwan. So na-open yung mind ko na ay ganito pala dapat yung TBI. Na parang ito yung dapat gawin ng Pilipinas or especially in the region. So sabi ng university president ng West Visayas State University, Regine, gusto mo na mag-TBI manager kasi ganito, ganyan. Benchmark ka na sa Taiwan, ganito. So that's the entry point. And then still as of course also in the ecosystem, since before I also started the first co-working space here in Iloilo. And tech events being conducted there, but eventually numalis ako sa co-working space because pumasok ako sa TBI sa university. So I see the potential of the TBI program to really help yung ecosystem with funding from PShared in the university. So hindi yung parang ikaw pa yung magproblema ng funding. Although you're still looking for external funding, but there are skeletal budget na pwede mo nang i-kick off yung mga activities mo. Oo. So hanggang na nag-spread. Kasi for example, like for those na gusto maging TBI manager, currently actually Sir Johnny, yung mga TBI managers natin are those na medyo within close sa akin din because syempre you have to really share yung culture and siguro attitude, no? Like Miss Tet of Binhi, she is a former staff of UMWAD. And then we introduce her to West Visayas kasi graduate din siya doon. So that's why easy na lang for them also to operate yung TBI nila. Sir Mark also is my colleague before in the student council from Sikugad.
Yes, sir.
He's the manager there. So medyo magkausapan, and then Miss Mylene and Dr. Ambot are vice presidents, close sila because they're together in the technology transfer training in the US. So may kakilala. Same with Kapsu. So medyo magkakilala yung mga players.
And actually very tight-knit nga ang region ang Region 6 actually.
Yeah.
And I'll be visiting those TBIs din si Western Visayas State University Binhi next week, and even si PU GAD next week. So actually I'll visit all the TBIs here during my stay here. But thank you sir sa pag-share ng yung story. Grabe, benchmark pala sa Taiwan din somehow
ang opening sa akin.
Well, I actually stayed in Taiwan. I actually lived there 4.5 years. I studied there.
Okay.
And then mahabang usapan ba to pero I also saw although sa academy ako dun, pero I also saw yung startups dun. Pero I have to say, merong difference sa culture merong major difference sa culture.
Yes.
Asian, kasi very East Asian ng Taiwan. Like how they, alam mo naman ang mga business world sa East Asia yung parang how do we say this? So yung mga sila China, sila Japan, sila Korea, parang ganung model
Yes.
Medyo for me sa Pilipinas medyo Western medyo Western style tayo. Pero ang ganda rin na makuha natin yung best of both worlds, East and the West.
Pero may lang tayo, Sir Johnny, I would like to add, yung siguro need lang natin improve yung mindset ba? Kasi sa kanila medyo fast yung
Yes,
ba?
that
If
too, that also. Yeah,
oo. So tayo
Ah,
medyo hindi frank in terms of
yeah,
kahit hindi okay, parang okay pa rin,
yeah.
gano'n. Oo.
Well, but for me personally, this is just my opinion,
Yeah.
pero I mean, kung ano ang Pilipinas, kung ano ang personality natin, kung anong character natin, let's utilize that kumbaga, kung sino
Okay.
tayo talaga. For me,
Oo.
for me.
Yes.
I mean, wag natin pilitin gayahin. I mean, of course, it's good to benchmark,
Yeah.
pero what works for them may not work for us. But
Yes.
kumbaga, kukunin natin yung mga good practices may really work for character as a country. Well,
Yes.
that's I think. And speaking of that, sir, so kasi I've been going around the country nga, I want to know din talaga kamusta ba ang startup ecosystem or parang innovation culture in different parts of the country.
Mm.
So for you, sir, for Iloilo or for Western Visayas, kamusta nga ba ang parang startup ecosystem dito? Bukod sa ayun nga, very tight-knit, parang kamusta yung ano din, parang openness to innovation ng mga tao, yung parang risk aversion or risk takerness ng mga tao for starting a business or a startup. So what do you think about that in relation to Pilipinas as a whole?
For Region 6 siguro, Sir Johnny, to be more specific, no, for Iloilo, I mean, to be more specific, naka-3 startup ecosystem mapping na kami with Kubo
Yes,
Innovation Hub, because they're leading the one who's consolidating the publication with
yes,
the ICT mapping. And we started the ecosystem in a very nascent stage. And then naging foundational. And then ngayon in the third mapping just recently, yung I think the culture is notable because it's now accelerating based on the latest mapping. So that's shows that the ecosystem is really growing, and of course scaling up maybe because of the efforts of everybody in the TBIs, the startup founders, the policy makers, because
yes,
as of now
yes,
we have ordinances already in the
yes,
city of
yes.
Iloilo, in the province of Iloilo, in Bacolod City, even in the Regional Development Council, the policy making body in the region. We have a technical working group there, who of course we report the updates of the startups in the RDC, and they also endorse yung bagong law na sa procurement law na state universities and colleges and government agencies should help startups by procuring their services and products. So in that note, I think that the government is also really trying to adapt the startup ecosystem, embrace the culture of the innovation ecosystem. And one good thing for us is the role of the Innovate Iloilo, because that's the parang banner movement namin before UMWAD actually. That's a movement or a parang group of government agencies and individuals to really push Iloilo to be one of the innovation hub of the country. So with that, medyo easy na yung promotion ng mga
yes,
yung mga startups,
may
yung mga
awareness na
innovation,
eh.
may awareness na. So yan siguro yung mga ano namin.
Actually, why I really wanted to go to Iloilo kasi I've heard from Ilonggos na nakilala ko sa Manila that Iloilo is being very progressive right now in evolving as a city. And pagpunta ko dito, grabe, totoo nga. Kasi you will instantly notice it coming from the airport going to the city proper. You will see how kumbaga nagwo-work together yung, as you said kanina, very important ang policy makers kasi and with my conversations kanina, innovation and like the business will come from private entities, from individuals, and even from the wealthy families na ano. Pero at the same time, kailangan pa rin siyang structure eh. So dun I think papasok yung policy makers na you really have to structure everything. Kasi if one is too powerful, kailangan mo siya i-balance ng maayos eh. And for me, obvious yun sa urban planning pala ng Iloilo City. Grabe, sobrang ganda. Yung, dito ko lang nakita yun so far sa Pilipinas. Ang lawak ng kalsada, dun sa parang, I forgot the name of the street, the
Diversion
highway.
Road.
Yung sa, as in yung airport to,
Diversion Road.
Yung sa SM Iloilo, ayun. Grabe, sobrang ganda ng lugar na yun, sobrang luwag. Tapos, malinis, maluwag, presko, actually. Mahangin actually dito. And I've heard na although welcome ang mga innovators and entrepreneurs, kinokontrol at the same time yung pagpasok, no, yung parang pag-build ng mga new buildings and new
Yes.
structures, ano.
Mm.
So parang ano talaga balanced yung innovation and at the same time control para hindi siya maging magulo. And ayun, no, ang ganda ng up to the Iloilo River, no, yung may esplanade.
Yes.
Tapos you will even notice it with the dami ng mga SMEs, dami ng mga new restaurants, dami ng mga new cafes. Somehow you will feel the yung parang yung rise ng business ecosystem with those SMEs, ano. And you will actually notice that here in Iloilo. Very thriving actually ang entrepreneurial and innovative culture and structure and ecosystem dito. What do you think, sir?
Yes, that's true, Sir Johnny, and we're very thankful for our leaders, of course, like not just political leaders. Well, credit to the political leaders, our mayor, or governor, congresswoman, and congressmen in the province, and even outside Iloilo, we're trying to like Umuad is really trying to push innovation in different provinces also. Even in like Capiz and even in Bacolod, in Negros, we're trying to work with them closely. For Iloilo, of course, we're trying to be work-life balance. We Ilonggos has, if you have no reason to have to walk or jog or do recreation in the Esplanade area, because we have a lot of BPOs actually based on the reports of the city government and the ICT Council. Medyo kulang na kami, Sir Johnny, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of, because there are a lot of demands of expanding IT BPM sector here in Iloilo. So and with us also creating also parang medyo hindi pa malaking sector yung startup. We're also very lucky that our leaders is very supportive. Our regional directors, no, as what I mentioned, our local leaders also, nin policymakers. So medyo gusto nila controlled, sabi mo nga, because they want work-life balance among Ilonggos.
Yes.
Just like Singapore, I think.
but that's perfect. I mean, work-life balance is actually very helpful. I mean, that's how you optimize din yung productivity ng isang city, no? And anong sabi nga nila, if you have a good structure, so let's say structure, like the good urban planning, motivate yung mga tao to have good work-life balance, healthy yung mind, can innovate, so mas pasok si innovation culture, and then you'll have the results na maybe soon mas magbo-boom ang mga startups, and kumbaga mas mag-rise ang entrepreneurial and innovative results or outputs ng bawat Ilonggo. Kasi for me, that also why I started the startup podcast. Share ko lang din, I think really we need, as a country, we need to focus more on entrepreneurship and innovation. I believe we should have more entrepreneurs in order to make our country more self-sustaining, para hindi tayo import. Sa atin nanggagaling yung mga products natin. And innovation, of course, kailangan natin makasabay sa mabilis na pagdaloy ng mundo. So we also need to innovate for our own. And I think nga in what I see in the efforts of Region 6 then as a whole, so I think talaga pinapush ang entrepreneurship and innovation.
Yes.
Grabe, benta na sa Iloilo. Baka dito na ako tumira, sir, ha?
Pero Sir Johnny, I really agree, no? I would like also to na-recall ko lang yung sabi ng Vice President namin, Dr. Ambot, really pushing us because he is also the consortium director of Umuad. He really pushed us to really push more innovators and founders to really scale their startups, because yung nature natin, I don't know if you agree, no, but in Philippines is when we graduate dapat magtrabaho ka, di ba?
Yes, exactly.
But now with the startups, naging parang university is naging partly entrepreneurial university na siya, no, hindi na siya medyo traditional na pa-board passers lang in board exams, but also how many startups or entrepreneurs do we produce? And then later on, of course, those entrepreneurs, those startups will hire yung mga young ones, and then eventually those young ones will also establish their own businesses, no? Even small businesses, or later on maging big business. So tama ka na later on na tayo hindi lang tayo dependent on the workforce, but also establishing our own homegrown businesses.
Yes. Exactly. Ayun, kasi kung employee or ano tayo masyado, malulugi din tayo from from our foreign employers from other countries na
Yeah.
kumbaga cheap labor lang tayo eh. We have to be dignified labor or we have to be
Yes.
dignified manpower or parang basically we have to be a dignified industry kumbaga ano. And ang magandang metric nga rin dito is aside from just graduates, number of graduates na na-employ is ayun, the business created and the local jobs created
Yeah,
even. Para hindi
agree.
tayo puro foreign jobs. Andito sa Pilipinas ang mga trabaho.
Yes.
Yun talaga.
Advocacy natin yan,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir. And I'm very happy na sana sa mga nakikinig na to, ano, ayun, na parang that's really what we want for the Philippines. And ang daming mga players, wag natin sukuan ng Pilipinas. I mean, ang daming mga tao tulad ni Sir Radiant and the others I will interview dito sa startup ecosystem ng Region 6 na meron mga Pilipinong talagang kumbaga gusto pa nating umasenso ang Pilipinas. Hindi tayo sumusuko.
Hindi
Parang
tayo
ganun.
sumusuko. Correct.
Ayun. Naiiyak na ako dito, sir. But anyway, ayun. Ayun, actually, so yun yung parang advokasya nga natin dito
Yes.
talaga na to really build that Philippines din. And grabe, Iloilo is gitna to ng Pilipinas eh. So maganda
Yes.
rin dito umusbong yung innovation kumbaga. Ayun. Ayun, thank you so much, Sir Rajan.
I like that.
Introducing Aim High. Smarter construction management starts here. Monitor costs and progress with real-time insights. Plan ahead and adapt with streamlined scheduling tools. Make data-driven decisions to avoid costly delays. Increase efficiency and profit with Aim High.
Last na lang, sir. Ano nga ba ang future plans ni Quadra TBI? So, coming or andyan na ang cohort 4, ano? So,
Yeah,
are you
we're-
still welcoming applicants ba? So,
Actually, Sir
or
Johnny,
tapos na ba?
tapos na ba? Tapos na yung call namin but wala pa, hindi pa namin na-announce.
Okay.
And if may nakikinig na gusto pa maghabol, maybe you can apply because
okay.
we can have a special training for
Okay.
you guys.
Mm-mm.
And we have a lot of plans because we're also partnering with Wadwani Foundation.
Oh,
Because Sir Chris
yeah.
is Ilonggo also.
Oh.
So easy to connect with fellow Ilonggos and they're bringing their platforms also
Mm-mm.
here.
Mhm.
So and Wadwani is a lot of partnership here also with the different TBIs in the region. So Quadra TBI is one who also pioneered here in the region in terms of adapting their technology and the platform of the foundation. And another thing is we have now Fire Lab Accelerator being funded by the OST Region 6 also. So as what I mentioned earlier, medyo may structure na kami in terms of the incubation and acceleration program, even in the recruitment part of new startup founders. So, but as the lead TBI, aside from our own cohort 4 this year, we will together with the OST, we are maybe on September or just watch out our page. We will conduct our second Western Visayas Startup Fest. Hopefully, you can go back here and feature the event in hindi pa kami naka-finalize ng venue. But eventually, we will have a innovative startup fest and National AI Hackathon.
Oh, wow.
Because our Regional Development Council is trying to integrate artificial intelligence also because naging concern siya lately not only by IT BPM but also by family-owned businesses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Ayun. Thank you so much, Sir Regent. Naalala ko lang din, actually, marami sa mga bayani rin or sa mga sikat na tao ng Pilipinas ay nanggaling sa Iloilo. So, actually, rich in talent and rich in development si Iloilo. So watch out
Thank you,
for
sir.
more innovative things that will happen and will come from Iloilo.
Yeah.
So if our listeners, Sir Rayjan, want to know more about Quadra TBI, so
Yes.
maybe for cohort 5, maybe in the future pa.
Yes.
Baka meron makakinig dito in 2 years pa, no? Pwede naman. So, or in cohort 6. So, how can they know more? How can they connect with Quadra TBI?
Yes, for those who are listening and watching, no, you can like our page, no, Quadra TBI, in Facebook, and visit our website, quadratbi.tech. And of course, you can also visit the startupwesternvisayas.com. That's the website for all startups, startup ecosystem and startup enablers here in Western Visayas.
Yeah,
Johnny.
and I'll put those links in the description. And thank you so much, Sir Rayjan. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Johnny.
And thank you sa mga nakinig. Thank you very much to our 56 patrons. This episode is super powered by AskLex Page Academy, our official e-learning partner. Get certifications on Lean Six Sigma, project management, data science, and more. Founders Launchpad, our ecosystem partner. Early stage accelerator providing venture capital funding, operational support, and mentorship. Cloud CFO, tech-forward cloud-based accounting service provider for businesses. Cloverly Tech, all-in-one digital platform for property developers. Body BTs, accessible and personalized diabetes self-management application. HKB Digital Services, tech-based business tools including payroll, ticketing, and loyalty rewards. Hyperstocks, digital banking enabler for rural and thrift banks. One CFO, CFO services, bookkeeping and tax, and payroll processing for startups and small businesses. Unawa, driving digital transformation with secure, legally enforceable electronic signatures and robust AML compliance. SchoolTech, all-in-one AI-integrated school and learning management system. Better Support, a Manila-based BPO company. They are offering a referral program for anyone who can bring in new clients. Let us know if you know any Western-based business that might have a need. Britana, cloud-based enterprise-grade ERP solution that fits a small and medium business budget. Wonder Brand, data science-driven brand strategy and design company for emerging markets. Fail Coach, business training, coaching, and consulting for startups and SMEs who are scaling or finding product market fit. Drive Manila, Philippines' largest peer-to-peer car rental community. East Point Business Outsourcing Services, one-stop shop for streamlined business solutions for MSMEs such as business registration, bookkeeping, and more. Doon, Philippines' first fully insured peer-to-peer car sharing marketplace. Hire Business Solutions, provider of the most configurable cloud-based payroll system in the Philippines. DVCo Technologies Incorporated, IT solutions specializing in software development, blockchain smart contracts, digital wallets, and cybersecurity. Mata Technologies, Philippines' premier provider of virtual tours and maps for LGUs, real estate, tourism, and private businesses. Looking for buy and sell online with Sigurado sellers. NutriCoach, personalized nutrition and weight loss programs for you. This episode is powered by Wasteless PH, Tech Tribe, Yay, Uplift Code Camp, Board Prep, Dohe Philippines, Edfolio, Hive Rooms, Kazam, CodeCham, Jur.ph, Big Giant Games, Agile Data Solutions, Hustle PH, Pahatid PH, Pareto Consulting, Sirius MD. Support the podcast through the links in the description.